It's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com, and we are here with Cleveland Independence talking about Cleveland Restaurant Week 2022. And we're talking today with Jose Melendez of Twisted Taino. Welcome, Jose. Thanks for being with us.
Oh, thank you for the invite.
And with Meghan O'Donnell of 111 Bistro in Medina. Good to see you.
Hello, thanks for having me.
And Laurie Torres of Mallorca in downtown Cleveland. Welcome, Laurie.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good to see you again, and nice to meet you guys. Hey, we are talking about Cleveland Restaurant Week, and it's so exciting because Cleveland Independence now, I think, been around for 17 years. And this Cleveland Restaurant Week, it's the 16th time around for that. It's a chance just to celebrate local chefs, and it's a very unique organization. There's really no other organization in the country that does this, where we all kind of get together. It's very Cleveland, in my opinion, that we do this. So congratulations for jumping on board. So what it is, it's a 3-course prix, and usually around that $36 price point, but restaurants can customize it, right? So you guys are probably taking it a little differently. First, I want to just kind of go around and see how's business going, because we are starting to come out now of this pandemic. People are starting to go out again to restaurants. Jose, you started with catering, and then you were down with the Sauce City Food Hall for a while in Ohio City. That got so popular, you ended up opening your own place in Parma in July of 2021, right in the middle of a pandemic. What was that like?
Actually, we had the concept for a while, and we were doing a lot of pop-ups. And like you mentioned, we've been doing catering for about 7 years under Melendez Catering. But it was during the pandemic when the idle loans came through, and some of the SBA loans came through that helped me out open up Twisted Taino. Sauce City was an experience. It was nice to be around other partners and kitchens. It was a little challenging. Of course, we were right in the middle of the pandemic, but now that we're in Parma and things are easing enough, we're still following protocols. I do clean up the showroom, disinfect it on a daily basis. Everybody's wearing masks and everything. But I've seen definitely an increase in business ever since we moved to Parma in July. I mean, we have probably double or triple our business ever since.
That is great news. Glad to hear that. Seriously. Meghan, you guys, I noticed you are relaxing a lot of your restrictions, but you are asking folks to make reservations so that you can plan your staffing, I assume.
Yes. So as most people, I'm sure, are aware, staffing is obviously, still kind of an issue these days. So obviously, if we know ahead of time how many people we're kind of anticipating for the evening, then we can kind of try to staff accordingly. So that way we can make sure we, also space out reservations, so we're not trying to overfill anything. And we still have some of our, dividers up for people who feel more comfortable having that, space barrier when they're dining with us.
Yeah, I think we're going to be in that kind of a space now where some people are feeling this way, some are feeling that way. Everyone's going to be a little different. So it's great that you're sort of catering to that. And Laurie, congratulations on, 25, 26 years downtown with Mallorca, Spanish, Portuguese. I love this quote I found of you. You said, if we don't support locally owned restaurants, then Cleveland will just look like a homogenized, pasteurized city that doesn't have a personality. Talk about why it's so important to support local here.
That's so super important, because the personality of our city depends on our locally owned shops, our independently owned restaurants. People don't go, oh, when you come to Cleveland, I can't wait to take you to our Olive Garden, or they say, I can't wait to take you to the Twisted Taino, or I can't wait to take you, to Mallorca, or whoever the independent restaurant is. That's what represents our city. And that's what people, really look for when they're going to a city, is what what restaurant or what do they have here that we don't have in my city? And so it's crucially important. And those independent restaurants who have the smaller margins, who struggled a lot through COVID, who struggle with staffing issues, who struggle with inflation significantly, you really need to go in and support them. And those are the people that are actually going to probably treat you the best because they love their house the most.
That's so true. There's just a black and white difference. And, it's funny how it doesn't seem like chains. I mean, we have a few, I guess, in the region, but they don't really seem to catch on as big as these local chefs. And we're just honored to have such great local chefs. And they're very unique. Jose, talk about Twisted Taino and talk about what you're doing for Cleveland Restaurant Week at that $36 3-course prix set level.
Oh, definitely. Well, Twisted Taino is actually a modern take on traditional flavors from the Caribbean and Latin America. Our foundation is Puerto Rican. However, my wife is Mexican. We cook a little bit of Colombian, and we're mixing all these ingredients and come up with new dishes that, everybody maybe might be familiar with the flavors. However, there's a wow factor in them. And for the week, we actually highlighting some of our appetizers that we're having here, like the Twisted chicken quesadilla, the Twisted Doritos. Those are more like walking tacos and more like modern take on those. But my entrees are going to be the oven roasted jerk Cornish hen and the sweet and spicy barbecue ribs. Definitely house special. For dessert, we're going to have the guava New York cheesecake, chocolate cake, and artisan handcrafted frappes, which I have like 30 different flavors of it.
You're big with the frappes, right? That's
definitely.
I'm so glad we did this around lunchtime because I'm getting so hungry listening to you. It's awesome. Meghan, at 111 Bistro, you guys, you sort of change your menu regularly, right? You do whatever is seasonal. So it's always something fresh with you guys.
So we typically right now are changing our menu about every 10 weeks. So with the Cleveland Independence Week's menu, we kind of try to pick some things that we've, either done in the past or new items that we're looking to do to feature something that's a little different from that menu that we're featuring right at that time, since we are changing that menu up so much. So we are doing the 3 courses for 36. So for like the first course, we're featuring our lobster bisque, which we have done in the past for, special events and things like that. Caesar salad, which we don't typically do on our menu, but something a little bit different. And then for the entrees, we're doing a choice of either snapper or short rib, which again are, kind of different from our current menu, but things that we've done, variations of in the past. And then for our dessert course, we're either doing our chocolate flourless cake, and we're bringing back our salted caramel cheesecake, which has been a popular one that we've had a lot of requests for lately. So. All right,
Mommy. You got a request already going there, it sounds right? Like. I know. It sounds great. Laurie, talk about your mouth-watering, delectable offerings that you've got planned for Cleveland Restaurant Week 2022.
Well, of course, one of your favorite choices will be the shrimp and garlic sauce, which has been won the award for best appetizer downtown for 25 years in a row. And then, of course, the most fabulous, most beautiful dish, Spanish food is just so, so beautiful, is the paella with everything, all the seafoods plus chicken and sausage. It's such a beautiful dish. Or you can choose chicken and garlic sauce. All of the garlic sauces are especially homemade by the chef, and all of our sides are always included family side or family style. And then, of course, we'll have our beautiful homemade chocolate torta de chocolate or flan española. So very, very Spanish, very, very yummy, and very, very beautiful food. Spanish food, like Spanish people and like the country, very beautiful.
We spent some time in Spain, and you're absolutely right. The people so friendly. The food is great. The people are great. Thank you, guys. This is, if people want more information, they can go to clevelandrestaurantweek.com. The 35 participating restaurants will be up there, and they'll have their what they're offering. And I should mention that Cleveland Independence just relaunched their website as well. And it's pretty cool because they have videos of some chefs that are doing some of their favorite recipes, and that's going to change on a regular basis as well. And while you're there, they've got these great gift certificate deals. I don't know why you wouldn't take advantage. It's a $50 gift certificate for $35 or a $25 certificate for $17.50. That's just free food, people. I mean, you could use it yourself or give it away. We buy it for gifts and give it out to associates, and it's fabulous. Thank you all for so much for taking the time to support local here, for doing your thing, for coming back strong. And we can't wait to check you guys out for Cleveland Restaurant Week.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
It's
you.
Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com. Have a great week in Cool Cleveland.